Why doth thy praxis be so hard? What's up, family? This is your girl Levi Chick, helping you one class at a time, helping music teachers everywhere, making your classroom better, and creating content for you to be an awesome teacher that you already are. Today, I wanted to come in with the Renaissance period. I can be honest and transparent and say that my very first video, I only gave you enough content for the medieval period. I gave you some stuff for the rest of the periods, but I can honestly say, since my vocabulary is limited, I do have some resources today. They're listed here. The very first resource I have posted is the Don Michael Randall, the Harvard Concise Dictionary of Music and Musicians. And if I were you, I would invest in one of these. So this is definitely what I'll be reading from on today. I may get into the Charles Burckhardt Anthology for Musical Analysis. This is the 6th edition. And also directing the choral music program, Kenneth H. Phillips. I think we're going to get into this with the professional side of music. Okay? So today I'm going to take you into the medieval section. I've already listed the composers, and those composers were key to this particular section, but I felt like I needed to go in and just be a little bit more detailed as far as what's expected in each period. So again, we know that the medieval is slapped as far as recognizing the medieval period. And please do not forget to go in and to listen to the composers that were listed inside the video. Let's get into it. All right, the Renaissance period. Some of the Renaissance period's things, the principal genres, you should be listening to motets, chansons, madrigals, frotalauda, villancico, the canzonas, the ricercar, intabulation. Also, this was the introduction of modes, all of the modes. So you're familiar with the Lydian, Phrygian, Mixolydian modes. Theory, Council of Trent, Roman school, Venetian school, and Mannerism. All right. Here's another word that you should know about the Renaissance period: madrigals, a poetic and musical form cultivated in the 14th century Italy. The poems, at first nearly always pastoral in theme, but later more varied, usually consist of 2 or 3 stanzas of 3 lines, followed by a ritornello of 2 lines. Throughout, the ritornello is sometimes lacking. Typical rhyme schemes are ABA, BCB, DD or ABB or CDD, EE, etc. 7 and 11 syllable lines are both used, but the latter predominant. All right. Musical settings of the madrigals for 2 or rarely 3 voices survive in manuscripts of North Italian and Florentine provenance, dating from 1340 to 1440. All right, here is the addendum to the Renaissance period. I took it upon myself to go inside the Anthology for Musical Analysis, the Charles Burckhardt book, which is one of my books from college, the 6th edition. And I have noticed that this book is also categorized by the musical period. So the very first period, of course, we know that this is the medieval period because it has a lot of the chants, and it has a lot of the chants and the hymns and the laudes and the masses, the Gloria Patri, the antiphon for Vespers, and parts of the Mass, the plain chant. All right, so I just wanted to read some of the composers from this book You can go in, if you have this book, you can go in and listen to it and see what you're looking at. So in this part one of this Charles Burckhardt book, they have the medieval and Renaissance together. And a lot of times it's hard to tell the difference between the two because most of the songs are a cappella songs, okay? But remember, in the Renaissance period, there was more I'm just going to read this Pauperum Refugium. This is the motet for four voices by your boy, you guessed it right, Josquin de Prez. Josquin de Prez, the greatest master of the High Renaissance, composed a large body of motets remarkable for their variety and the profundity of expression. Many have several more or less independent units. Our example, the second such unit of a large bipartite motet entitled Magnus est Domine, forms a complete structural entity and can be performed alone. This piece is a rich display of the characteristics of the Phrygian mode. Now, this is a sacred text. However, the Renaissance or the Rebirth is introducing secular songs as well. So it's a lot of Latin in here. However, I do want you all to just know that, Josquin de Prez was a big High Renaissance writer. All right, now this is another song by Josquin de Prez. This is called Basis Moi, double canon, published in 1502. A master of canon, Josquin could spot at a glance canonic possibilities in a simple folk song, and he wrote settings of many. One such is the following of ditty, which you might try turning into a canon before looking at this. All right, so I'm not going to be able to pronunciate all of these words, okay? I want to read the English translation of Basis Moi. Kiss me, sweet friend, for love I pray you. I won't, and why? If I committed such folly, my mother would be shamed. That's why. So this is when love is introduced inside of the Renaissance period. All right, guys. That's all the time that I have. I hope you guys are learning, and I hope you guys are studying hard for this exam. Remember, you can pass. It's in you, and your next level is waiting on you. I'm already excited for you. If you need any more assistance, you can contact me at levitechick@gmail.com. Talk to you soon.